Global Group. We are Keltechenergies, Global Group. We will talk about future of soil-less growing media with respect to horticulture. So welcome to this session. Just a small brief about our company. Our company is a part of a global Global Group, which has different group of companies, and there are 4 clusters in that. We belong to chemical cluster, which has Keltechenergies as we are representing now. We also have a Kolhapur oxygen, which makes oxygen nitrogen. We have a construction chemicals, which is into waterproofing and floor coating through a Chogule ABP coatings. We also have a port in Ratnagiri, Konkan, Maharashtra, which is named as Angre Port. We also make fiberglass ships there, and we also have a big ship repair facility in that port. In the third cluster, we have a Chogule steamships, which is dealing into steamships, as the name suggests. Chogule Industries is an automotive dealership of Suzuki and Eicher and SML. And then we have got Chogule Brothers, which is into warehousing, logistics, and stewarding. And there are other companies which are supporting this group, which is Chogule Shipbuilding, which is mainly a land and estate management right now. But we also plan to do shipbuilding there. We are Dolphin Investments and Chogule Charitable Trust as a support to this group. This is a 100-plus-year-old group, started in 1916 with Vishwasrao Chogule as our founder member, and we are very proud to be associated with this group. So, coming to this today's topic, we are all aware that soil is used as a traditional method to grow the media. Now, soil is very good. Soil has given us crops for so many years, and it is continuing to do so. But currently, good soil, I would say, is in a tremendous shortage. And I'm talking about good soil. You may get a soil from any source, but the problem with soil is it's very compact, it's heavy, it is not sterile because you do not know from where the soil is coming. And based on the location from which the soil is coming, there will be variation in the pH value. As you know, acidic or alkaline may harm your plant. There is a drainage issue because it's a compact. Water you give, it may not go through the entire growing media, and there will be a drainage issue. During monsoon, there will be a flooding, and in summer, it will not absorb the moisture. It may have a very low organic matter. And lastly, but not the least one, it disturbs the nature because the soil is transported from one area to other area. That is a topsoil I'm talking about, which the problem happens with that area from where the topsoil is taken, that nutrients go down and it moves to some other place. So it really disturbs the nature. Now, what happens is what we at a Keltec and the growing media people, we started thinking about what is the best thing we can do for growing media. So we thought of making a growing media which will be porous, which will be very loose, so that the roots can penetrate to that. It has to be lightweight. Typically for horticulture, I'm talking about because it's people who are using it in their balconies, their gardens, and they need to transport their pots from here to there depending on the sunlight. So it has to be lightweight. It has to be sterile. It should be not having any diseases infecting organisms. It has to be neutral. It has to be completely neutral, not acidic, not alkaline, as explained earlier. Improved drainage will actually help the growing media. So during monsoon, it will drain out, while in the summer, it will absorb the moisture and give it to roots as and when required. High organic matter, and lastly but not the least, it will save soil for the purposes. So with this in mind, we started looking at various combinations, and we thought of giving an alternate to this. And that's what we're saying, future of soil-less media. So we have shortlisted 5 main ingredients. One of them is perlite. Perlite is ore comes from a volcano, and it is treated at that temperature it is there. So it is free of lot of other impurities, and it is neutral. We get that ore in India. We also process it. It's a big process of temperature and then making a sudden plunge into the coldness, cold temperature. So perlite as an ore, we process it to make it usable for horticulture. For a peat moss, which is a collaboration from Planta for Germany, we used peat moss. Vermiculite is also we make it, and cocoa peat. Now cocoa peat is available in abundance in various parts of India, typically southern India, but we choose the right source. We treat it because it has also nitrogen and other things which are coming along with the cocoa peat, which is harmful. So we treat it, we wash it, and then we use it in our products. And then lastly, still we have to add some bionutrients as per the end use. So with these 5 combinations, we have started working on various products. And the products which are available in our basket right now is soil right mix, soil right mix TC. Now TC is nothing but a tissue culture. So tissue culture people will know that it has to be a very controlled growing media they have to have, so that their growth or their crops or their saplings will have the similar properties. We have Kelpit and Kelpit Plus, which is based on cocoa pit and perlite mix as well as vermiculite mix. So we have Kelpit and Kelpit Plus. We have Kelgru, which is for typically growing seeds, and Kelbrick, which is for a compactness. So these are the final products which we have. We also have one product which we have to, I think, add here is Soil Right Plus, which is added, which is a between Soil Right Mix and Soil Right Mix TC. We have Soil Right Plus. These are the products which are having all the 5 ingredients based on the combinations and based on the end use. It is also available in various packs, which is 2 kg, 5 kg, 25 kg. So it will be useful for a kitchen garden people, balcony gardening, as well as for a big tissue culture lab, nursery, and various other big plantations. These are available in these packs. These are manufactured. We are the manufacturers. We are not traders. This is very important for the other people that traders can buy from anything. But we manufacture this product in 3 locations. One is in Udupi, which is in southern India. One is Nagpur, which is in central India, and Mysore, which is in Karnataka. So these are our own plants. We manufacture. We have a quality control. We have got a quality control for raw materials as well as for the finished product. So this comes with the as a manufacturer. This is something which we add to this product rather than taking it from anyone who is a trader. Now you will find this product coming from dealer distributor network across India. We have a website which is perlite.in. So there you can connect with us and we can get the product to you. It is available nowadays. E-commerce is a very important website, social media. So we are also on e-commerce websites such as Amazon and Flipkart. Our handle there, and important thing is not only the product, not only the placement. What is important and very important is educating. We are into educating the customers that why soilless media. What is the future of that? Future is from soil to soilless media with the properties which we discussed. To explain that, to educate people, we have going through Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, and Facebook for all the users. Well, then we educate them with various topics and various influencers, various posts which we put so that people get educated through that, and then they can go to Amazon or they can contact us for buying. So it is not only a question of only producing and distributing, but it is also educating. That is what we are into. Now, it's that how do we make our products and how do we say that this product is useful for that? So we have our own R&D setup. One is in Kolhapur and one is in Udupi. Now, why Udupi and Kolhapur is? Udupi is near sea. So it's a very moist and it is nearer to seashore. So it is a humid atmosphere, highly humid atmosphere. And Kolhapur is away from sea and it's a dry kind of a weather. So how do our substrates, our growing media works in these 2 premises is something we ourselves wants to grow and then tell people that this is what is good for you. Many people have given us the projects at various points that can you tell me how blueberry can grow, how cranberry can grow. I think Gerbera is one of the things which people are talking about. Something people are talking about giving us a project about potato seed. What will be the best mix for potato seeds? Somebody is talking about in Satara, how can we go for blueberry? So we take up those projects. We have our own controlled atmospheric polyhouses and where we grow with various substrates, and then we ask those people to come and visit and see that this is what is the result and this is what is the cost, because every result and good result, bad result will have a cost, and based on that we explain them and then they pick up the right media. So it is not only about the product and the ingredient and the mix. What comes with that is a basic R&D in nature. We are horticulturists on our panel, on our role, as well as we also are associated with the specialists in Bangalore. At the same time, we are also associated with an NGO, which is Association of Vertical Farming. And the director is on our consulting board. So we have got people, we have got products, and we have got R&D facilities with which we can come as a full package to people as a provider of a future growing media. Now, this is what I'm talking about is something which is going in the back end. Now, the proof of people say that proof of pudding is in eating. So, I will just explain to you some of the sites where we have used it. So, application. So, our product is going into tissue culture, as I said, soil dried TC. There is a seed industry where we have a kale grow. Research institutes wants to work with us for further growing media expansion. It goes into vegetable and floriculture, forestry, indoor-outdoor gardening, as I explained, terrace gardening, vertical gardening, greenhouses, shade nets, fruits, and exotic plant culture. All this is the application for our products based on the mix which we are providing. Now, as I said, these are the actual photographs of actual sites where we have given a blueberry cultivation. This is in Gurgaon. You can see this is where our product is used. We have also a pomegranate in Ahmedabad. These are the actual photographs using our media, and you can see the photo in that. You will find that how the roots are grown and they are penetrated. Then we have got a chili cultivation in Nagpur. It has given a very good growth in a dry and a hot atmosphere of Nagpur. Then there is a banana cultivation in Bangalore. There also we have provided the growing media. Again, banana cultivation in Kolhapur. So Bangalore is another weather, which is a very good weather, but Kolhapur is a dry weather. There also we are having the site references of banana. And there are happy customers. Now, when we say that we are into B2B, you must have seen that a lot of tissue culture people, blueberry growers, they are associated with us. But now we want to educate the end consumer, which is a gardener. And gardeners, they are at home, they want to use in their balcony, in terrace. And it's not only what we are saying, you can listen to the customers whom we have given the product, and you just listen from them what they want to say.
We went to one of our clients' house to help them in organizing.
Just a second, we'll adjust the audio and then you can probably listen.
We went to one of our clients' house to help them in organizing her garden. She was too confused about how to fill the soil bed and what soil mix to use. But there we were, the Keltec. We not only helped her in organizing her garden, but also provided her with a good soil mix. Our product, Soil Right Mix, is a soilless potting mix, which is not only used as a potting mix, but it also helps in amending the soil. And it has everything that a plant requires. So there is no need to add any extra fertilizers or chemicals in your soil. It is very light in weight and hence good for your plant growth.
मैं गए 20 साल से पुणे में गार्डनिंग का काम करता हूँ। केल्टेक कंपनी का ये सोलर सी जो मटेरियल है वो वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी बढ़ाता है मिट्टी का, और तकरीबन एक हफ्ते तक वो पानी पकड़ के रख सकता है। इसलिए मटेरियल बहुत ही अच्छा है और मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। आप भी यूज़ कीजिए। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Keltec company. Thank you for the product. It is definitely amazing product and a must try. happy with the results I've got. Today, weather is such that it is very dry in summer, and when it rains in the monsoon, it spoils the plants. But with the Celtic mixture, the water is drained out, and the plants are really healthy. And likewise, in summer also, it helps. That mixture is helping. I'm very, very happy with the results.
अगर आपको भी प्लांट्स और सीड्स लगाने के लिए अच्छी सॉइल नहीं मिल पाती तो ये चीज़ आपके काफ़ी काम आएगी। ये है सॉइल ग्राइट मिक्स, जो कि एक इको फ्रेंडली सॉइल कंडीशनर भी है। ये मिक्सचर काफ़ी लाइट वेट है, जिसकी वजह से प्लांट्स की रूट्स इसमें काफ़ी अच्छी ग्रो करती हैं और उनको एरिएशन भी प्रॉपर मिलती है। प्लस इसके अंदर सभी न्यूट्रिएंट्स भी प्रेजेंट हैं, जिसकी वजह से हम कोई भी इंडोर और आउटडोर प्लांट इसमें इजीली ग्रो कर सकते हैं। कटिंग लगाने के लिए ये मिक्सचर सबसे ज़्यादा बेस्ट है, क्योंकि इसमें रूट्स काफ़ी फास्ट ग्रो होती हैं और इस मिक्सचर में सीड्स भी काफ़ी अच्छे ग्रो होते हैं। ये सभी मैरीगोल्ड के प्लांट्स हैं जो हमने सीड से ग्रो करे हैं और इस मिक्सचर में रिजल्ट हमको काफ़ी बढ़िया मिला है। तो आप लोग इस मिक्सचर को अमेजॉन और फ्लिपकार्ट पर से परचेज कर सकते हो। और ये नॉलेज अगर आपको अच्छी लगी हो तो इस वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर करना मत भूलिएगा।
So you must have seen the first two videos whereby before we went to that lady's garden and we took up the entire project of re-gardening, repotting and completely taking over the garden. And that is 1 year back. And after 1 year, again we went and saw the results. And that's where you can see the client's feedback as that she is very happy. And there is one more video which you have seen, which is of an influencer as well as the horticulturist. And he has also recommended this. And there are many other influencers which are there in our baskets, and they have recommended our product through Instagram or through YouTube channels, various other things which they have done. So these are the happy customers. I request you to follow us on Go with Keltech, and you can give us an inputs. At the same time, we can also give a lot of information of various products as well as the do's and don'ts for horticulture as such. So
We went to one of our clients' house to help them in organizing her garden. She was too
अगर
confused
आपको भी
about how to
प्लांट्स
fill the
और
soil
सीड्स
bed
लगाने के लिए
and
अच्छी
what
सॉइल
soil
नहीं
to
मिल
use.
पाती
But
तो
there
ये
we
चीज़
were,
आपके काफ़ी काम आएगी।
So only through dealers, but we also are going through Amazon Grow with Keltech, which I said. There are other happy customers also there. And currently our Amazon rating is 4.2 out of 5 and 3.k followers are there, I think last month. And so these are the introducing a basket of products. We are also introducing now basket of products based on our R&D back in our polyhouses, which is what people can come and visit. We can give them a lot of inputs there. And 2 kg, 5 kg soil red plus is available. So this is something which you can follow. We are moving, as I said, the topic of this is shifting to sustainable growing products, growing practices, from soil to soilless. So we are trying to revolutionize our growing practices by innovative substrates, perlite, soil right mix, kelpit, as I explained earlier. It will give a incredible moisture retention. pH balance is there, aeration is very important, and our green journey has major advantage like water conservation, minimizing dependency on soil, and effective utilization of fertilizer. When we say effective utilization of fertilizer means the growing media is a base and you can add bionutrients based on your end use. So that also we can provide you with the help of what bionutrients you can use. So that is something which is very important. So I'll just explain to you with some of our products details, and one of them is a soil right mix. As you say, it's incredibly eco-friendly because of it has used perlite, expanded perlite, sphagnum peat moss, and vermiculite. It helps the plant to grow. So aeration is important, drainage is important, moisture retention is important. It is sterile, weed and disease free. Now this is the perlite which is there or vermiculite is there is actually subjected to more than 1000 degrees of temperature for when we are processing it. So it is really it is sterile, completely sterile and disease free. And obviously it is pH neutral. This is a specific product which is soil right mix TC. Now this is for tissue culture people, where it is mainly for sphagnum peat moss and horticulture grade. When you say horticulture grade, it's a specific grade we use it for this product of expanded perlite. So this is specifically can be used for tissue culture, seed germination, rooting and cutting kind of applications. Then we have got soil right seed in our product, which is again, it improves the permeability, aeration of soil, water holding capacity, and various things which are written here like lightweight. It is very lightweight, 100% natural, inert, odorless. This is also very important, and many of the people use growing media, which then gets fungus and then it gives a odor, which is a problem. So this is a very odorless media and non-toxic. Now this is a peat. Now cocoa peat, as I explained, it will be available from various traders. But this cocoa peat, we call it as a kelp peat, which is specifically processed at our own facility. We have chosen this. It has to be very old. If the cocoa peat is very new, then it lacks the nutrients of keeping it older. Older the peat is, better it is. So we select basically older peat, we process it, and then we add micronutrients in that so that it is user friendly. Directly you can use kelp peat directly. So that is something important when you use the peat, cocoa peat. You have to be very selective of the brand and from where it is coming. Now this is kelp peat plus. The same kelp peat, we have added horticulture grade perlite, and then it is used. So it is called as kelp peat plus. So it is cocoa peat plus perlite. And when I am mentioning again and again horticulture perlite, it is a specific particle size we use, and that is something which we are adding here because horticulture, there is a perlite, there are a lot of applications which is used in horticulture, in filter aid, in cryogenics, but horticulture is a specific grade perlite which we scientifically choose and use it. Also for the transportation and reduction in the cost, we have compressed kelp peat into a big brick, which is a very low sodium coir, and it is available for people who are wanting to reduce on the logistics cost. It has all the positives of kelp peat in our kelp brick. Vermiculite is another mica mineral which is aluminum and magnesium silicate. It is processed again at a massive heat, as I said, 1000 degrees, expands it into the shaped pellets, and which is very good for clonal propagation, rooting and cutting, and obviously it is lightweight and sterile. Now these are the products which I explained to you, and usage and the basic use and why they have to be used. You can see that Bangalore Airport Terminal. Now Bangalore is called as a garden city, so the airport had a theme of a garden. So when we had a discussion with the airport authorities and the people who are applicators there, and when we come up with a specific kind of a growing media, because less moisture, it has to be moisture retaining, but it should require less moisture, and the feel of that green leafy feel has to be there throughout the year. So we have specifically carefully chosen the growing media here, which is, you can see it in Bangalore Airport Terminal 2. Other application which you can use, we can see, is in Vidarbha Cricket Association Nagpur, whereby Nagpur, as I said, is a very dry, very hot and extreme temperatures. So during summer, it has to retain the moisture. During monsoon, it has to drain out the excess moisture. And when there is a cricket match, the stadium has to be made very dry in a quick amount of time. So we need to have a moisture retaining as well as draining facilities available. We again made a lot of presentations to them, and together we have chosen a very proper media for that, and which is used in a Cricket Association of Vidarbha. In Lee Meridian Hotel, which is our eco-friendly product, is used, and that's the secret, as we say, behind their lush, vibrant green spaces. You can see in Lee Meridian Hotel, and there are many more, we have used various places, including Rashtrapati Bhavan, to various vertical gardening, lot of projects which you are working on also with them. So this is something B2B which I am talking about. So we wanted to get this B2B experience to the gardeners and the tissue culture people and that's where we have various channels open now. And that's what we have for the growing media, which is soilless for the future. And that is very, very important. We take pride in that, that we are into the first mover in future of growing media, where soil will become a problem and soil availability will become a problem. Good soil will become a problem. And this is probably one-stop shop for all of you to come to us, and we can help and we can make the things sustainable, eco-friendly together. Thank you. That is all from our side. We have a panel here who are an expert in all these queries and horticulture, agriculture, and we can take the queries from your side. I thank Dharmendra Rai for joining and Sangeeta also to join. They are our consultant and they are helping us in various projects selecting the growing media. Thank you very much for your presence, ma'am, and thank you very much, Dharmendra ji. We are open for any questions right now. If you have any questions.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Mahesh, for the detailed presentation. So we will take up some questions. I'll just call out the names in the of the participants currently who are available in the Zoom. So I'll just call out one by one. They can ask their questions. First, Mr. Aniket. Mr. Aniket, if you are, and all the participants, if you're not willing to speak out, you can post your questions in the chat box. Yeah. So let's move to Mr. Bala Sahib. Mr. Bala Sahib, you can unmute and ask questions, else you can post in the chat box. Okay. Mr. Dattatray. I hope you are all able to listen to me.
You are
Okay.
good,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good evening, madam.
Yeah.
I'm calling from Balasa Wholesale. Your voice is low, but I
Yeah.
informed I job in Mumbai. Lot of Mumbai Netherlands company, Reliance, uh, Antalya Hall is a soilless materials, madam. Okay.
Okay.
It's a
Do you have
beautiful
any
result.
question?
Beautiful result. Customer is happy. No complaint. Almost working in 5 years, but not complete to me. Thank you, madam.
Thank you for this feedback. I think Reliance Antilia is with our growing media. It was done. So
Yes,
that is
yes, sir.
something I just want to say that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very much, Bala sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Madam, good evening. Shubham Gore is
Yeah,
this
please.
side.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, few of our competitors are selling coco peat, which is they are saying that this is more decomposed as compared to ours. Our color is reddish and their color is black. So they said it is more decomposed as compared to ours. So how they can decompose to that extent, and we cannot.
No, Shubham, I think basically you have to use peat from a reputed partner, reputed company, maybe like us or anybody else. But if you take it from any trader, we can't guarantee that how old they have used. Typically, our recommendation to people or team is to use cocoa peat, which is available rather than cocoa brick, because of the space availability and the demand. People compress the freshly available peat and then they make a brick and send it. Our recommendation is to use cocoa peat whenever possible, whenever required, from a reputed brand. That's what I'm saying. That decomposition is very important in terms of getting the nutrients from this. So that is what is the answer to your query, Shubham.
Okay, one another question I have, sir. Actually, they are selling this very blackish in color cocoa peat they are selling. Right, and they are saying that this is being decomposed since 20, 30 years, right? 20, 30 years. But many like user says that they are not decomposing it for that long duration, but they are adding something to that material so that it can get decomposed fast. So what material they might be adding to that cocoa pit so that it can get decomposed fast, and that product is performing very well.
Idea, Mr. Gore, is you have to use decomposed cocoa pit. If you are not using decomposed cocoa pit, you are not getting the best out of cocoa pit. You can use bio-nutrients, you can add any other thing, but then what is the use of using cocoa pit? Cocoa pit has to be used, and then what is important in this technically is, if it is available, is EC content. The EC content is something people should ask about. What is the EC content of that cocoa pit? Because that will give you an idea of the good cocoa pit which people are using. If you are going to add anything else on that cocoa pit which is not decomposed, I believe we are not using the basic characteristics and basic properties of cocoa pit. So I think that answers your question.
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Mr. Himanshu?
Yeah, hi. Hi everyone. Actually, I've tried to plant tulsi many times, but it didn't care. So, what product should I go for?
Sorry, can you repeat your question? I'm not able to hear.
I've tried to grow tulsi many times, but it didn't come very well. So, which product is best for tulsi?
Yeah, as far as the tulsi is concerned, okay. I'm Ravi Kumar. I'm just a technical consultant for this horticulture product. Now, as far as the tulsi is concerned, generally the tulsi is very sensitive to moisture. Okay, so always it requires a lot of aeration. So ideally, you should mix a soil with some portion of the soilless media so that you can grow it better.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Mr. Jatin. Okay. I'll move to Ms. Sangeeta. Ms. Sangeeta, you can post your question in the chat box if you are not able to speak out. Okay. Ms. Veena? Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sangeeta Bojappa here. And I would like to really endorse Keltechenergies products as such. I have been a pioneer in the country to move to soilless cultivation. And so it almost a decade plus back. My story has started with perlite and their substrate with my growing, workplace. So Keltechenergies perlite medium has been there from almost 12, 13 years, and it has been a part of every soilless grower's success story in the country. And I'm really waiting for their futuristic products where I'm involved in a certain advisory role. This is what I would like to say.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your inputs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sangeeta. Yeah. Next, Mr. Shailendra Singh. Okay, he's from the company. Ms. Veena. Ms. Veena has posted one question. How can we increase nutritional, one second. Yeah. How can we increase the nutritional value of soilite after few years of its usage?
Yeah, generally you can replenish these media, okay? Either you can use any organic media like your vermicompost or any other compost which is available in the market. Simultaneously, we also developed another product wherein we call it as a soillite plus, which is having nutrients in the form of microbes, wherein it can reduce the dependency on your external fertilizers. But this is the media which can accept all types of fertilizers, and you have to replenish on a regular basis to support the plant.
Generally, we recommend to replenish the media once in 3 years, if not more. Once in 3 years, you have to replenish your growing media for the best results.
Okay.
I think there is one question from Aniket or something. I think.
Yes. Which product will be used for pomegranate germination?
Yeah, ideally you can use this soillite mix, which is good for pomegranate, and also this Kelpit plus, this combination of cocoa peat and perlite, will equally work on this pomegranate.
Okay. Participants, any other questions if you'd like to ask, you can post in the chat box or you can ask directly. Okay, Mr. Aniket, who can see? Sorry, I didn't get that. Mr. Aniket, your question is not clear. I'll move to some questions from our side now. Okay. There are some basic questions. What initial investments are required to set up a soilless growing system, and how do these cost compare to traditional soil-based systems?
So what infrastructure means basically, if you have
investments, it's investments.
Yeah, so the product wise, if you want to buy, I'm just saying from a 2 kg pack, which is currently priced at 290 kgs, 290 rupees overall for a 2 kg. That is our product available on Amazon. And if somebody wants to buy in bulk, we can work out based on the quantities. But as an indicative, 2 kg pack of Soil Right Plus is available at 290 rupees on Amazon. That is what you need, but what you need is obviously the pots which you want, or maybe you require some kind of a bionutrients specifically for your products, which we can guide you based on the end products which you want to do. For example, flowering plants, non-flowering, leafy, those kinds of things will require a different kind of a bionutrients. But overall growing media which is available, even 2 kg, 5 kg packs you can buy at that price. There is no specific infrastructure is required. It will be in your own growing garden or terrace or your tissue culture lab, polyhouse. You have to just buy our media and use it based on the procedures and SOPs given.
And
so that investment is only the growing media. Rest of the things are same for other things which we are using.
Okay. And what is the expected return on investment for adopting soilless growing media in commercial horticulture?
Yeah, when you say the commercial horticulture, because the soil alone cannot give you the complete results, because there will be a lot of mortality of the plants because of the condition of the soil, whether it is a good soil or bad soil, whether it is having organic matter or not. So when you consider all these factors, there is a shift from soil to soilless cultivation. Like growing starting from the seeds, people are just using these products to get a good success in the germination. And finally, when you grow it, it grows very fast. It will reduce the time. And finally, in the main field, it will give a very good yield for the products. So that's where the shift is.
To add to what Mr. Ravi is saying, important thing is the growth in initial stages. So he says fertility. So suppose you have planting 10 pots, all 10, if you want to have a good girl, there should not be any out of 10, 2 may die early. But in this case, you will have all 10 growing at the same speed, at the same quality output. Quick, you will get the results that plants will start growing in early stages and they have the same quality. That is what is the ROI comes, because you may say that out of 10, if 2 is a wastage, 2 is gone bad, then you lose 20% of the revenue from whatever the plant is supposed to give. One is that. And second part is the yield part of it. So without only with the soil, if you are having 100 as a yield, then with this at least it will be 20% more. That much we can say. But based on the mix which you are using, we can give you proper ingredients. Like it may be perlite, it may be more of a perlite, more of a vermiculite, or more of a coco peat, like that. So it all based on that the recommendations which we give, you will get a yield, and yield as well as the output. That is 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one query from Mr. Zarmendra Roy.
There is no query, it's just suggestion.
The suggestion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, awareness.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear
hearing
Mr.
you, sir.
Dharmendra.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
Mr.
you.
Dharmendra, we can hear you. You're audible.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for letting me in the meeting. What I have come across that we need to do a bit of more work towards promoting our cocoa peat and perlite and all other mix in the smart city programs, whereby today soil is the big problem and the quality and all that. Instead, we can use our cocoa peat in different places for cultivation and also use in different areas, promoting in the societies, schools, and different places. So we are working on that together with the team at Bangalore.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for
I think,
sharing this information. Yeah.
Madam, awareness is very important, and we can work together on making people aware of the growing media. As people are very much conscious about the initial cost. Initial cost may be less, but then they lose on yield and the output. I'm talking about output of a total plants which are planted and the yield is of per plant. That is something which they lose on that. So we have to create an awareness for the best output.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Next question: how can small-scale farmers or agro entrepreneurs access affordable soilless growing media and technology?
I think small scale farmers, their requirement will be not huge, like they have to buy from the big vendors, but not small to buy from Amazon. They really can contact us, and based on their output, it's not a one-stop the thing that you take this and you will grow everything in that. We need to customize the solution for them, and we need to use the proper kind of a perlite and vermiculite mix as well as peat moss if it is required. And I think that is what is the key. And then we can work out on the quantities. We can use the bulk packs. We may not use the small packs because obviously smaller packs are costlier. But based on their need on the quantity and the mix which they require, we can do it in our own plant, mix it and give it to them. That way, they will be optimizing on their cost rather than using anything from the market. They will really get a customized solution for that, which probably a big people may not be able to do. But we will be able to do that because we want to, as a company, as a group, we want to create the awareness for future of soilless media, which may be costlier at a first point, but overall, looking at the yield, it will be really beneficial for them. And frankly speaking, for pomegranate, for blueberry, for potato seeds, the mix will change. It is not that only one mix will work for everybody. As well as bionutrient will also be different for them.
Yeah, to add to Mr. Mahesh, this one. Now, when you talk about small and marginal farmers, okay, now you can see that there is a lot of variation in the rains which are not coming on the time. There will be a fluctuation in the rains. Now, what can do a small farmer? Initially, he can grow his seeds, whatever he is planning to put it in the farm. Initially, he can grow in trays or some using some cocoa peat and all. Without losing the time, he can start growing. Once he gets the rains sufficient to grow in the field, then he can transfer. That's where he can save the time, and equally he is not losing any crop. So these soilless medias will help in that.
Okay. Miss Sangeeta, you posted, kindly unmute me that you have to check the settings at your end. You are like from our side, there is no this thing. You can check once again. Next, what are the key factors to consider when choosing the types of soilless growing media for different crops?
Yeah, it all depends on the end crop. The end crop, how it is fetching the price to them, depending on the vegetables or it's for the floriculture or some exotic plants. We have a varied grades of different medias which they can choose.
Okay.
See, what is also important is how the plant grows. For example, I'm just giving an example of a blueberry. Blueberry roots are very, very delicate. So they need to grow. If there is an obstacle in their growth, then you'll have a problem with the blueberry output. So then you have to use a typical particle size of perlite used in our soil mix. So that way, if somebody knows that you want to do this, this crop, as he's saying, this crop we know what kind of a, if it is a sturdy kind of a plant, or if it is a very delicate kind of a plant, we have to accordingly choose the growing medium. That is what is very important, that how the plant is. Is it prone to a lot of diseases, or it is prone to a lot of weather problems? Moisture is continuously required. All that is very, very important. For that is how we have to choose the medium. It is really art. It is really art come science, which is what to be used.
Okay. And can you provide examples of successful case stories where farmers have transitioned to soilless growing systems?
Yeah, we have a lot of success stories. The thing is now in the vegetables market, you can see that most of the farmers now they are dependent on these nurseries, wherein instead of buying the seeds from the market, the farmers have started buying directly the seedlings which are grown in the nurseries, and then they will plant it according to the season. So most of the vegetables growers now shifted over to the soilless media cultivation. Also in presentation, we have shown the actual photographs and actual site references of blueberry, pomegranate, the chili, so many things which we have done. We have also have lots of site references for lettuce, I think spinach, which is what is grown. We have got a lot of site references for coriander. Coriander growth is phenomenal when they used our Kelpit plus. So lot of site references are there, and which we have shown it in our presentation as well. And there are many more. There are many more. So we can really it is growing. The growing media, which is soilless, market is really growing. Awareness is growing. Based on the awareness, the market is growing. But B2B, the people who are into this market, blueberry growers or the other growers, they know about it, potato growers, and they are the B2B. Challenges for B2C, or as you say, small scale farmers, where they are inhibited by the initial price, and the awareness has to be made for them for a overall cost optimization.
Okay. And what are the most common mistakes farmers make when switching to soilless growing media, and how can they be avoided?
No, so generally the common mistake they will do is that they will start growing in the soil itself. Okay, so that's where most of the times they lose the plants. So which force them to buy once again the seeds and replenish. So if they start using the soilless medias, they can grow more. Okay, and equally they will get a more percentage of in the success, and that will reduce their cost.
Actually, the question is on soilless media mistakes. I think there are very limited mistakes which a farmer can do if he's doing a soilless media, because the media itself takes care of most of the issues. If you water it more, the media drains it out. If you add more fertilizer, it drains it out. So it's hardly, I think, mistakes, not much. Probably if you don't add fertilizer at all, that will be the only mistake which you can do. But otherwise, soilless media mistakes are very, very, very less. So I don't think that is applicable for soilless media mistakes.
Correct. Only one mistake which I can add is from seedling to tissue culture to actual field. It has to be done with a proper period. I think we have to have some kind of a minimum period which has to be given for the tissue culture to grow, and or the seedling to grow, so that when it goes to the field, it acclimatizes with that kind of atmosphere. That is the only one mistake in our entire growing media career, you can say, of Keltec. Only one mistake which we could find out is that people are in a hurry and people are in wanting to get maximum yield. They immediately go from tissue culture lab or a seedling lab to field, and then the crops are not, it's like a baby whom you are taking it out in the field directly. So that is one mistake which people have done, and which we always tell them that once it is okay, then only you move it to field.
Okay. Ms. Nikita has posted one message. This substrate is futuristic artificial intelligence, IoT, and sensors are emerging trends. Perilite and other substrates are sterilite and micro-free, hence data points are collected quite accurately and hence is playing major role in soilless cultivation. Okay.
Actually,
Thank
the
you,
whole
Mr. Anand.
concept of soilless cultivation, is adopted across the globe. But India being, taking care of traditional methods, it is just picking up. It is just going in. Rather, we are just getting into the concept of soilless cultivation because we had soil. We had, we never knew about the problems of soil. As of now, urbanization and other things are now slowly driving us towards getting into soilless media. I mean, that's what I think Sangeeta is trying to imply. This is what we are also trying to do: development and educate the people who are really stuck with the soil problems. So that is our main focus in this particular field.
Okay. And what support and training are available for farmers interested in adopting soil-less growing techniques?
So we can arrange, or we are arranging the farmer trainings. As of now, it is currently based in Udupi and Kolhapur, which is in Maharashtra. But we, depending on the numbers and depending on the interest, we can go to them and educate them. We have a team which can go to that cluster and we can educate them. We are doing such kind of a training program. We had done it in Pune also. We have brought all the nursery people and all the vegetable growers in one workshop, and along with our technology partner Plantafloor, we had conducted workshops. So we are open to conducting these workshops more and more, and we would be very happy if people will contact us for this, and we can do that education program and awareness program. But they can also go to Instagram, our handle, and continuously we are updating that with a lot of information on do's and don'ts of horticulture and the growth.
Right. Okay. And how do soilless systems affect labor requirements and operational efficiency on a farm?
Sorry, madam, can you repeat the question?
One second.
Labor requirement.
Yeah. How do soilless
There
systems?
there's no impact on those requirements which you're saying in a farm. It's almost, it is the same actually. It doesn't change. It neither reduces nor increases. So
It's a replacement of
just instead of soil, you're replacing it with the soilless media.
Okay. So now I'll take up the last question. What marketing opportunities exist for products grown using soilless media, and how can farmers effectively market these products?
Yeah, there is a lot of scope for this one, for these products. Okay, now you can see that so many farmers, they are now involved in this vermicompost production and all. So vermicompost, and some are producing some organic compost, then the leaf compost. All these things are available in the market. And if they can start adding these products into the coco pit, there will be a big opportunity for them to market their products also.
Okay.
Because generally this being an organic media, see it always comparatively, you can use a lot of organic growing this one, no? The nutrients and all through vermicompost and all. There is a big opportunity for the farmers to associate with these products.
And nowadays, since there's a new trend of people, no chemicals are used. It's environmental friendly things are used. They can market with this kind of a concept that we have grown the products with the environmental friendly growing media. And environmental friendly growing media. That's what they can they can market their products. Chemical free.
Right. Okay. Okay. So now I don't see any more questions. So now we have come to end of question round. Before I end up, I will once again check with all the participants. Anyone would like to ask their questions? Manshu, Jatin, Miss Sangeeta, Shubham, Veena. Okay. Okay. Yeah, most welcome, Miss Sangeeta. Okay, Mr. Mahesh and your team members. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank you all for this very nice presentation and answering all the questions in depth. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Dharmendra.